So I asked you guys on Twitter for your wildest football predictions, and this is what you had to say. Also, pull this guy off the street.
May or may not have needed a place to stay, so I appreciate that, mate.
We're a charity here. We're a charity. How are you, Jake?
I'm not going too bad, my mate. Ready to be exposed for the fraud football fan that I am.
I like your mug. I like your
you
mug.
got it for a headshake. What about the mug?
We can kiss if you want.
You said that very deep and subtly. This man put on scented candles when I walked in his door, by the way.
Brother, you know the rules. When you're having Tinder dates, you know the rules.
Mate, Twitter DMs, you put like an X and you're like, oh yeah, sweet mate, I can't wait to see you. X. I'm like, what is this man doing?
Mate, it's 2021. We're not afraid of.
No. I'm not saying I'm against that sort of thing. I'm just saying maybe not now. Maybe in the future.
Mate, your mug. I want the people to see it. This loyal Newcastle fan.
Ooh.
We've got him, boys.
You've absolutely roasted me. So long as it's not like a goal against Newcastle.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, it's
just a classic Fulham mug.
We've
converted him, boys. We've converted him. Noah said Jesse Lingard will win the Ballon d'Or. Jay Lings.
Based off of the last 4 or 5 games that he's played, I mean, he's in top 20 in the world right now for last 4 or 5 games played.
You reckon?
For fucking West Ham. He scored like 4 goals in like 5 games or something like that, plus a handful.
This is true.
He's actually his goals per game ratio, but will he win the Ballon d'Or? It's a bit of a stretch. Has he ever gotten a vote? That's what I wonder.
I doubt it.
I doubt it very much. I mean, like when he was peak Manchester United, would he ever like have been on the shortlist?
Was there ever a peak for him at Manchester United?
Lingardinho peak. Lingardinho peak.
Yeah, but I just felt that was hype on social media.
Yeah,
I just thought that was football Twitter and like general football fans just blowing smoke up the arse just for the laugh of it.
It's probably just because like every time he scored a goal, he'd bust out some sick dance move that people would turn into gifs on Twitter.
Mate, what's the one they did the other week against Tottenham?
But it just became the fucking band. Yeah. You know what's great? We were having a conversation about this, right? Everyone hates VAR. Well, he had 2 super cold celebrations. Scored the first one, knee slides and gives it the fucking...
Yeah, that was hard.
That was absolutely beautiful. And then they're like, oh, we got to check this. And then they confirm it again. And then he gets to celebrate it again. And then we get the bloody band.
It looks like the Cantina from Star Wars. That's all I get reminded of. That's the one.
How do I pronounce his name? Hippix Wash here. Hippix Wash here. That's my bet.
Hippix was here.
Or just Hippix. Hippix was here. Arsenal will place below 13th in the league next season.
Jeez.
Look, they started pretty atrociously, but they're
coming
bad right now. So I think the Arsenal disrespect needs to be dumbed down.
The Arsenal disrespect is definitely overhyped. I mean, I understand why people feel that way, but I don't think they finish under 13 for next season.
No. I mean, if anything, like...
What are they now, 10th?
If Liverpool continue to be as abysmal as they have been, I think it's more of a mentality thing. And on top of that, they've got a ridiculous amount of injuries. But, I just wonder, of all the top 6 teams, what's a team that's most likely to just completely tank and just drop?
I mean, would you say Arsenal are a top 6 team still?
I mean, top 6. Well, Leicester, yeah. Leicester have been like...
I'd say Man City, Liverpool, despite how bad their season has been, they're still a fucking top team.
You gotta give it to them.
Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Leicester, Tottenham.
How long have Leicester been like...
Chelsea?
Have Leicester been Europa League for like the last 2 or 3 years now?
Well, how long ago they were in the Prem? Because they were in the Champions League. They never really dropped that far down.
No, they didn't. They were like 2015 champions, 2016 Champions League.
Yeah.
And then I think that season was like an average season when they were actually in the Champions League. Yeah. Sacked Ranieri.
Yeah.
And then after that, they've just been going up and up.
I don't want to ever hear the name Ranieri again. He was dreadful at Fulham. Absolute one of our... Oh my God. Just terrible.
Be real. When you signed him, you're like...
Oh, I was stoked.
We're totally about it.
I was so happy. I was so happy we signed him. Like, we're winning. We're finishing top 10 this year. Relegated without a win, with a bloody whimper. No fight.
He didn't even get a win under his...
Oh, mate. I don't know. Who did we have? I think we had Scott Parker for the back end of the season because we just sacked Ranieri. It was dreadful. We were relegated in April. Like, we got relegated on my birthday. I woke up on my birthday to watch us play against Watford at Vicarage Road. And we lost like 2-0. And I was like, yep, that's a great birthday.
Well, Kasami scored on your birthday as well, though. So.
Yeah, Kasami scored that belter against Palace.
Swings around about.
Yeah, that was good. I was like 16 then, so I didn't know what I had till it was gone. Okay, here's a prediction I can get around.
All right.
SF, my man. He said Jared HD will be a top 5 EPL manager by 2026.
An English...
Say less.
20,
not
26.
That's 4-5 years from now.
What's your pathway to get up to the Prem?
I mean,
how do you become the manager, mate? Mr. Rebuild.
It's not about how many people are watching you. It's about the people that are watching you. The class of person. If I get a football director's son watching the video, says, hey, this guy's has a bloody knack for signing good talent.
This guy signed Mbappe in 2017. He's basically...
He's a prophet. It's not like this guy has terrible footballing experience and plays all age 10s in Sunday League. I think I'll be a top 5 manager by 2026.
Oh, I like this one. LFC Hayden says Mbappe will retire as the best footballer of all time. All time.
I mean,
that is...
I wasn't around when Messi, Ronaldo, these sorts of guys were like the same age Mbappe is now. I'd be interested to see how they compare.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, Messi, when he first started, was stupid. And Ronaldo was good. But, like, he didn't start putting on absolutely bullshit crazy numbers until, like, the twilight of his Manchester United career. So, Mbappe just from the off, World Cup, and... Oh, that fucking Monaco team from...
mate.
That Ligue 1 Monaco team, that team that won that league, that beat PSG, was the most underrated, ridiculously insane football team ever. Bernardo Silva, Mbappe, Fabinho, Bakayoko, even though...
King Bakayoko.
King Bakayoko.
I want to look this up.
Yeah, let's see it. Fabinho is in there. You've got... João Moutinho, Falcao, Bernardo Silva, Jermaine,
Sidibe, Benjamin Mendy.
Benjamin Mendy was in this team. Unbelievable.
Kylian Mbappe.
Oh my god.
Saint Maximin.
What?
Saint Maximin.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't actually play for him, but like, holy.
Lacina Traore, remember him? He was a gun striker. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Here we go.
This is a wild prediction. Nathan Evans has said Arsene Wenger will manage Arsenal again. How old would he be now?
I could see him getting back into management. I mean, like, I know that he's got his role with FIFA, where basically every second Sunday he's just like, I think we should do this incredibly stupid thing. Like, I don't understand. But I think I could see him getting back in management. I can see him having like one last hurrah, but I don't think Arsenal's going to get rid of Mikel Arteta. No. This is actually a pretty bold prediction, just to even say that a manager won't get sacked next season.
Yeah, true.
Just with how many choppings they've been getting. Yeah. No, I think Mikel Arteta gets one more season, like full season, where they can be as abysmal as they want to be, but they should be right.
Plus, the way it finished between Arsenal and Arsene Wenger, it's almost like going back to your ex.
Yeah.
It's like it just never ends well. Never ends well, unless you're Spencer FC.
Yes, but again, you've also But then you've also got to remember, like, Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson. He left, never been the same. Arsene Wenger left, they were not great, but they actually still think they're worse.
When they were a meme, being a top 4 team, everyone's like, Arsenal 4th every year. Arsenal fans would kill for that now, surely. They would love that again.
I mean, even Alan Pardew never really relegated Newcastle.
Yeah.
We were just continuously going worse and worse and worse. We probably eventually would have, but we're just like, no, fuck this. We're done with the 9-year contract. Let's just get him out now.
Some of the teams Newcastle had, like, you've got some cult players. Like, the team where you had Ben Arthur, Cheick Tiote, Jonas Gutierrez, like that sort of era.
Demba Ba.
We
had Demba Ba, got him I think it was on a free, smashed it for 6 months, and then like, you know what? That guy's pretty good. Let's get another one. So we got another Senegalese striker in Cisse. And then he, bloody Black Magic, scored that ridiculous goal against Chelsea, and oh my god. Best brace in Premier League history, by the way.
Newcastle had an iconic team.
And what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Now we're about to...
Now you lost your soul.
Now we have lost our soul. We have... Well, I mean, to be fair, I think we lost our soul when we sold it to Ashley.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Get the Saudis on board, mate.
Get the Saudis on board. Wait, mate, let's get relegated to the EFL. EFL can prove it. Premier League, useless. Let's go. West Ham will pull a Leicester and win the title in the next 5 years. Now, I don't want to... I might have to send you the clip here. I put out like a little something. I put like West Ham in like 13th or something.
What, but I had Premier League predictions?
Yeah, for my Premier League predictions, or 14th maybe. But like everyone was like, mate, we're so getting relegated, or we're shit. And I have this like great little clip of like, I reckon David Moyes and West Ham, I don't know why, I think they might have a bit of a resurgence this year. Still put him in 13th.
Yeah,
but
still.
I think they won't win the title. No way.
In the next, what time frame again? The next 5 years?
5 years? Nah, I don't see it. Man City are still going to be...
Yeah, Man City, I think Man City are only going to go to another level.
Yeah, Liverpool are going to figure their... They're going to figure their shit out. They're going to get all their injured players back, and I don't think Klopp's under any real. I mean, that's probably going to be a question. Is Klopp going to get like sacked or something? But like, no Man City, Liverpool, all these other teams, even Chelsea under Tuchel, pretty alright now. Yeah. Like, there's too many contenders. You need so many. The thing about Leicester was every top team was so abysmal. Yeah. So Leicester won with like 79, 80 points. Yeah. So that just
in another season, like so many teams get that many points.
Imagine like what are the winning margins for the last like couple of years? You've got Man City on like 100 points. Yeah. Man City won with 98 points. Liverpool had 97 in that same season. Yeah. No, it's too much. It's too much. You can't have a team. I don't think we're going to see anything like that again, really.
Yeah, that was a special moment. I mean, I'd love to see something like that. But
I just love for like 6 months we were in constant denial of, surely not. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you never thought it would happen, and then it
did. It's just a perfect culmination of every other team being bloody crap, and Tottenham basically when you're in a battle for the Premier League race. Or when you're in a battle for the Premier League title with Tottenham, it's like
you've won automatically. Catch out.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it. 5,001, mate.
Game over, mate. Steve Range has said this is huge. Crystal Palace will be in League One within the next 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, they'll do a double drop down.
If Sunderland can do a double drop.
But so Sunderland are Crystal Palace are nowhere near the same level of shambles as Sunderland.
No, but like I tell you what, even as a Newcastle fan, like when Sunderland got relegated from the Premier League, it's like, okay, that had been coming for a lot of years. They just had a lot of really good like last minute like great escapes. Yeah. And then when they went in the Championship, I was like, oh, they'll probably just maybe come right back up, but they'll finish top 6. They finished second last in the Championship. Yeah. It's a collapse like you'd never seen. Yeah. So it's almost, this is a bold it is something. Sunderland's absolute collapse, like double relegation, is almost as impressive as a feat as Leicester winning the Premier League. It's so impressive.
A lot easier to do because you can just throw games.
Mate, and they're like, you know what? We're going to do a Netflix
series. Mate, that was the icing on top.
We're going to do a Netflix series about how great our comeback to the Premier League is going to be. Yeah. And then they went to fucking League One. And they're like, no, we'll do another one. And we'll come back up this time. And they stayed. And then they went to Wembley. They went to Wembley and they lost in the last minute. It's so absolutely brilliant. They're probably going to come back up this year. Oh, that's great.
Anyway, you know what? Netflix,
what was the question? I feel like I'm just roasting Sunderland.
Crystal Palace making right. Yeah, anything for you to roast Sunderland.
Anytime I get it. Yeah,
standard procedure.
All right.
I think Netflix would be happier.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes for better content.
Yeah, imagine like it's just a big puff piece of like, oh, we're fucking Sunderland, we're fucking great, and then it's like, no, here's heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. But anyway, to answer your question, no. I literally took your question about Crystal Palace in League One, and I spent
Sunderland.
Talking about Sunderland for
things
5 minutes.
You'd love to see.
Mate, I'm obsessed, unfortunately.
Rent free.
Okay, we got person of the per one. Australia will host the World Cup in the next, I thought originally it said like in the next 3 World Cups, in the next 3 decades. I tell you what's going to happen. We got the Women's World Cup in 2022.
Next 2022. And we've got potentially the Brisbane Olympics.
Yeah. So
we're going to show how good it is to do things in Australia.
Well, that's how it worked with like, okay, so we did because Queensland had the Commonwealth Games, and then they're like, well, look at how good we were. So like, all right, fine, you can have the Olympics. Yeah. And so I reckon we'll do the Women's World Cup, and then they'll go, ooh, Aussies run it all right, and then bang, there you go. Hopefully that'll be it.
All I want is an Australian World Cup in my lifetime.
I want Australian World Cup, but I want to be somewhat in my peak. Like, imagine us right now if it didn't go to Qatar, if it came here. Imagine if next year we had just Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo, all that lot doing. You know how pissed off I am that we didn't get to go to the Copa America?
I know. I was so keen for that, man.
I'm fuming. Could you imagine if... I flew all the way to... one of the biggest L's in my lifetime was flying almost pretty much all the way out of Barcelona with the intention of seeing Lionel Messi play, and then he gets injured like a week before the game and he didn't play. Fucking fuming. But imagine, first game I ever see Lionel Messi play in Argentina, and he's playing for Argentina against Australia.
Yeah. In the Copa America.
In the Copa America, it'd be the maddest thing ever. If he'd scored against us, I'd have had a mad conscious
conflict of interest.
I'd have a huge I don't know. Let's be real. Do I not?
Let's be real. Even if Australia to go to Copa America, we're not winning it.
No, Australia to win.
I would just want to see Messi. I've seen Ronaldo play. I've seen bloody Bruno Fernandes play.
It's weird how you're like, I've seen Ronaldo play. I've seen Bruno Fernandes.
Dude, I rate Bruno Fernandes.
That's a very big
Bruno Fernandes is probably the best player I've ever seen live. Like, in terms of, like, I've been so impressed by him.
I'm trying to think who's the best. I mean, I saw Ronaldo.
I saw Ronaldo, but he didn't really do much because it was a friendly and all this stuff.
It was so funny because he scored a goal from, like, a tap-in. It was, like, a bit awkward.
Yeah.
And then he gave it the big...
That's right, because that's the first time I met you that day.
Yeah. And then he got substituted off at halftime.
Yeah.
And then with the 89th minute, I was just like, and you're player of the match, Cristiano Ronaldo. What? He touched the ball like 4 times.
He did nothing.
What? It's like how Mo Salah won the Puskas. Buddy.
Yeah, justice for Riley McGree. Justice.
Biggest injustice in football history.
I just want to say this one to torment you. I don't expect much of an input, but Jacob said, Mike Ashley will not leave Newcastle for another 10 years.
I think Mike Ashley even wants to get out of Newcastle. He's done. You know what? It's always hashtag, I don't know why I feel uncomfortable swearing on your channel. I don't want to get you demonetized.
I swear all the time.
All right, it's always going to be hashtag fuck Mike Ashley. But with that being said, guys going in a bat so hard to get this takeover done. You've almost got to respect it. He just wants it done. He wants his P's. Like literally, if he can pull this off in court, then mate, all's forgiven. All's forgiven.
I just hope it happens after this season. Hopefully, I mean, I would prefer an ideal world Brighton get relegated, Newcastle and Fulham both stay up.
If Brighton got relegated, it would be, mate. Seriously, if we stayed up and Brighton went down, I'd be. And the takeover happened. I'd expect to be I don't know.
On cloud nine.
I just wake up in alternate
Wake up and you're like, it's a dream.
I'm dreaming.
It's a dream.
Yeah, and Newcastle are in League 2.
I think Will Burford is also dreaming. Although I would like to say this because I've got to admit I have a soft spot for this club.
Ooh.
Rangers will be Champions League winners in the next 10 years.
Have you got a scarf?
I got a Rangers jersey.
Oh, yeah. What? European...
Rangers will be Champions League winners in the next 10 years.
Oh, I could see them maybe pushing in the Europa League. I don't know about the Champions League, though. Yeah, I think a Rangers Europa League win is tough. I could see them getting to a Europa League final.
Steven Gerrard masterclass, mate.
But I don't know about Champions League. That's a bit of a stretch.
Make it happen.
When's the last time a Scottish team even got out in the round of 16 anyway?
Yeah,
even peak Celtic could.
All I think in Champions League for Scottish teams, the only memory I have from my time watching football really is when Tony Watt scored against Barcelona and they beat Barcelona at Celtic Park.
So mad how he just basically follows half the FIFA community now.
It is a FIFA.
And I cop a DM from him being like, "Oh, g'day mate, how you doing?" I was like, mate, you scored against Barcelona.
Flex. Try flexing on us a little bit less, mate.
Mate,
flex. Okay. Yeah. Flex.
Mm-hmm.
Huge flex.
We're basically best mates. Let's Vincent Van Gogh. No, you're gonna cut that in.
That's the outro. That's the outro.
It's time to Vincent Van Gogh.
It's time to Vincent.
It's time to go.
Vincent Van Gogh.
I thought we were just gonna do the normal one.
Lads, we did it. Lads, we did another few collab videos on MasterBucks channel. Go check it out. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. We're out. Peace.